Ever felt that you're being kept down, but don't have a clue of what's happening to you? Loved ones gone, about to lose your job too. Career in shambles, business in a brambles. Living with a whole lot of tension because you're so broke you can't even pay attention. Got an immigration issue and you've got to go to court too. You don't have a clue of what's happening to you. It's time you call world-renowned spiritual healer advice.
Find out what's going on in your life. So if you got troubles in your life and you're upset, you need to call me your number one Sister Dobong. And I tell you, I'm the true African. You are listening to me now for a reason.
Jot this number down. 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. Call now. You may be a skeptic, but if your life is not what it should be, what have you got to lose? Make something work for you. It's time you do. Call Sister Dobong and let she do what she do. You can call it obey, call it what you may, but in a hot drop, she put you back on top. Call now. 718-253-7273. Call now. 718-253-7273. Sister Dobong.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio.
That's what's so beautiful. Are you feeling down today? Are you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Are you feeling down today? Are you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Tune in to 93.5 King and Queen Radio. You need best songs and shows on your radio. Sister Dobong shows every day from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Yeah, don't give up. Just tune in to your radio. Every Monday, we go Jamaican and African show from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, tune in to King and Queen Radio, where you will feel inside. King and Queen Radio, where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio. Yeah, 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 yeah. King and Queen Radio. Don't let your morning so boring. King and Queen Radio. Tune into your best station. King and Queen Radio. The best music, best shows. King and Queen Radio.
Ever felt that you're being kept down, but don't have a clue of what's happening to you? Loved ones gone, about to lose your job too. Career in shambles, business in a brambles. Living with a whole lot of tension because you're so broke you can't even pay attention. Got an immigration issue and you've got to go to court too. You don't have a clue of what's happening to you. It's time you call world-renowned spiritual healer advisor Sister Dobong.
You need to seek Sister Dobong and find out what's going on in your life. So if you got troubles in your life and you're upset, you need to call me your number one Sister Dobong. And I tell you, I'm the true African. You are listening to me now for a reason.
Jot this number down. 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. Call now. You may be a skeptic, but if your life is not what it should be, what have you got to lose? Make something work for you. It's time you do. Call Sister Dobong and let she do what she do. You can call it obey, call it what you may, but in a hot drop, she put you back on top. Call now. 718-253-7273. Call now. 718-253-7273.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio.
Sister Dobong.
Good morning, Africa. Good morning, everybody. We had a great show. I enjoyed the show tonight, and it was beautiful. We talked a lot of great topics like every week, so you need to tune in every week to King and Queen Radio. That's every week, Monday nights from 9 to 2 a.m. And that's right, we be live in America at King and Queen Radio Station, BrooklynStation.com.
Yes.
And interested topics. And also, you know, you never can fail with Sister Dobong with all those lucky numbers and horoscope. And you also can visit sisterdubong.com, which is WVIP 935.FM. That's 935.FM. WVIP 935.FM. So, folks, we have a great show this morning. I have Lot. Good morning, Lot. I know you're
Yeah, good
feeling well
morning.
this morning. How are you, Lot?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning, Pathmark. I know you're feeling the weather today. Today is a beautiful day. What do
Yeah,
you got to say, Pathmark? We just want to say good morning to you as well.
yeah.
Billion, good morning to you, Valentine.
Mm,
Good morning to you. Marianne, good morning to you. And we want to say to you, everybody out there listening, all the
yeah,
artists listening out there, want to say good morning as well. And
yeah.
it's a great show. And we just want to keep things going all the time, keep things moving the way it's supposed to be going,
Yeah.
and have a great show. And want to say to out there to keep things moving. Like always, Israel, good morning to you. I see you've been working very hard, Israel, with the station. Thank you so much, Israel, for keeping things moving with the promotion of all the artists. And we'll be talking about the artists soon, and we'll have a guest. So we want to just have a great show this morning. And folks, get up, get up. I hope you're having a little breakfast now and having something good that you like so you
Mm,
can have strength all day. And if you're getting ready to go to work, that's a good thing. Work is always pleasure. I know sometimes we don't want to do it, but without work, we'll be in confusion and a lot of problems. So we want to keep the jobs and keep the country going. By more people work, the more we keep the country going. And
yes.
Africa is awake. So I want
Yeah.
to say good morning to you again, and let's have a great, great, great show.
Yeah, of course, we're always gonna have a great show with you, with me, and with the rest of the team here in the studio. We're holding it down. We never let the listeners down. And of course, it's another great and a beautiful day. First off, April. We are in the new month of April. First April, which is already second here in Africa. And of course, you know how we do. It's like 7 to 8 minutes down past the hour of 5 o'clock, which is past the hour of 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, we do always what we do. We have two new guests in the studio today. Guess what? Pat Max is in the building in the studio right here with us, together with his first lady. We're holding it down, and today's episode is going to be great, great. And we have a lot of things we're going to be discussing. Good morning, Pat Max. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning, lots. Thank you for having me on this show.
Yeah.
I'm doing very fine.
Yeah, great. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. It's great to have you. And how are you doing, Miss Promise? Right. Good morning. How are you, Miss Promise?
Yeah, good morning, Lords. I'm doing
Yeah.
okay this morning. It's been a
Okay.
wonderful morning and hope you're okay too.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm always good. And of course, you know how we do. We just open the show. And today, of course, we like I said, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And so, good morning to all our listeners all over the world. Welcome to another great episode of the Monday Night Show. As we just opened the program right now, let's take a little musical break, and then we come back and continue. We'll start the show proper.
This where you dey, tell me where you dey. I go lap you dey, just tell me where you dey. I go give all the girl them back space. You will enter my queen shipper. You dey disturb the boys for Insta, Mona Lista, hasta la vista. Yeah, say what you want, I go buy for two. Do anything for you. I go carry you, show you what I mean. So where you dey? Tell me where you did, anywhere you did. Now day I want it, anywhere you did. Tell me where you did, anywhere you did. Now day I want it. I be been looking for you. I've been searching for you. I've been calling your number. I wanna take you to mama. I've been looking for you. I've been searching for you. I've been calling your number. I wanna take you to where you did. Tell me where. Christine, don't catch. Give me time on your space. And call up all the place. I know got you fucked up for your love. I give you all that you dream of. I'm than a Gucci nights. She give me all the melody and vibes. I'm than a Gucci nights. Oh, give me that love, yeah, yeah. Give me that love, that loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me that loving, yeah, yeah. Give me that loving. Give me that loving, yeah, yeah. Some of them are young, some of them are snitching. She be my melody, I've been searching. She's a fine girl, I've been searching for, yeah, yeah. I'm all the Eminado. She fine past three, mommy, what now? Your waist personality, cause kata kata. Oh, I'm tempting to touch your body, yo. If you don't know, you go know. Loving you is all I want to do. Oh. Make you come turn me to Momo. Oh, I'ma get shaky like that. Like a dad from the charge. Come rotate it for your zaddy. Black drop top Maserati. I'ma get shaky like that. Like a dad from the zaddy. Come rotate it for your zaddy. Black drop top Maserati. Give me that love. Give me that love. That loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me that loving, yeah, yeah. Give me that loving, give me that loving, yeah, yeah. Give me that much of love, select all our body, Christine, don't touch it. Give me that love, yeah. Give me that love. Daddy boy, yeah.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio.
Hello, look, yeah. She goes there. My pretty little princess, goodness. Oh my God, yeah, she's full of greatness. I go bless you every day on my diet. Any nigga come close, I go shout diet. On top me to sell a H, baby no fit diet. Follow me, parachute, make we go fly jet. This one no be street matter, never ever fly fence. Carry me, meaty papa, make up pay your diary. On a wedding day, all of us will fly yellow. With my fellow, them go follow. Cause I'm slim and I'm fresh, never die. A, B, C, me and you go come together. 1, 2, 3, no stress, A, B, C. Me and you go come together. 1, 2, 3, no stress. Brother me, but no bother me. I don't care about the economy. Buhari, yeah, no Buhari. Anything you want, I go ordering. Elevate into the room. Yeah, me and you, yeah. We talk. You could talk, you could talk, yeah. You could talk. I never pay for a fool. We could talk. We could talk. Yeah. A, B, C. Me and you go come together. 1, 2, 3. No stress. A, B, C. Me and you go come together. 1, 2, 3. No stress. Anything you want, normally I go do. I go shift to womb if you tell me to do. Yeah, the promised land, all of us, we go reach. Yeah. Listen to rhythm, harmony, melody, show walking, come body. Me and you go jump on it, everly, normally, my money, the body. I know go never, ever, ready for money. I get money.
A lot what we like to talk about a lot here is the Do you think the landlords are fair? We're already getting calls calling in. Do you
Okay.
think the landlords are fair in Nigeria with the tenants?
Okay. To be honest, to be very, very honest and clear, I don't really think they are fair with the tenants, because obviously for every businesses you do, it is the people that make you rich. Like, just like students need school, the school cannot do without the students, the hospital cannot do without the patients, politicians cannot do without people's vote. That is how landlords cannot do without tenants. But to be honest, the way it is in Lagos, if it is in another place, I would say, I've stayed in Benin, I've stayed in Delta State, I have stayed a little in Abuja, and of course, I've stayed in Ibadan. I was born in Ondo State, and I've stayed in quite some number of places in Nigeria. But most of the places I've stayed in Jos, Plateau State. I've stayed in Lagos too. So for Lagos, I would tell you with confidence that landlords are not really fair with the tenants. Why? Because for this reason, for many reasons, but I'll just tell you for some of the few reasons, so I won't take much of your time. If you remember, there's this law, Lagos tenancy law, that was provided in 2011. It says that it is unlawful for a landlord or his agent to demand or receive from a new or prospective tenant rent in excess of 1 year in respect of any premises. So it is unlawful for the new or prospective tenant to offer or pay rent in excess of 1 year. And there are so many laws that the Lagos State have actually put in place to put or strike a balance between tenants and landlords, but it has proven futile over the years, because the landlords are seeing themselves like the god figures in Lagos. Obviously, if you don't pay rent, you just move, and even if you pay, and if there's anything, the money is non-refundable. If there's any problem, it's crazy. It's crazy. They are not really fair with people in Lagos. Tenants are finding it very difficult. That is why the governor of Lagos State himself, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, passed a bill, and he was trying to put some law in place that will favor everybody. Also, that is to create a balance between tenants and landlord. And let me shock you, just recently when dollar was going up in Nigeria and everything is expensive, landlords increased their rent. So you can tell me a house that was built in 2000 or 2001, 2005, this house is almost like 15 or 20 years or even 30 years old now, almost 30 years old. And what does that have to do? And most often, if anything happens, it is the tenants that maintained the house. Let me give you a good example with myself. I maintained, like when my sink was leaking, like last year, I have to fix the sink myself. When the electrician, when I was trying to get a cable for my generator outside, there was no light. I have to just get an electrician to do the wiring for me. I paid for that. And instead of the landlord or the caretaker, in Nigeria there's this thing, we do call them caretakers, that they will handle you handle your property in their hands. And if there's anything, the tenants will contact the caretaker will contact you. So in Lagos, the landlord will take from you, the house agent will take from you, the caretakers will take from you. You pay damage fee, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. If it is outside of Lagos, practically, I will tell you with confidence that outside of Lagos, people are not actually exploiting people. But in Lagos, the exploit is too much. It's too much. Even for the fact that Lagos is the biggest metropolis in Nigeria, and it has the biggest business environment, economy of size and everything and all that. It doesn't really put the fact that Lagos should be is the melting pot for entertainment in Nigeria. I believe one of the major reasons that attract people is actually the entertainment. But if you look at the other side of Lagos, it's not really conducive for it's not everybody that can stay in Lagos. You need to have a lot of patience, and if you have a lot of patience, it's not everybody that can stay. It's crazy. They are not fair at all. And apart from that, let me even give you in summary, like they are not fair in terms of the rent. the rent payment, and then some of the landlords are actually fair, but majority of them in Lagos are not fair. Majority. There are actually some God-fearing landlords in Lagos. God-fearing landlords. Let me use that word, because there are some landlords that are, they don't stay in the house. They leave the tenants with the house and in the house, and then they have a separate building where they stay with their own families and all that. But some landlords in Lagos stay with their tenants in the same house. So if the tenant maybe is having a guest, or maybe is having a friend or a visitor, or maybe if you're having something the landlords will be a kind of like, they have these strict measures of doing, they have their own ways. Like they will tell you, if you're a Christian, you don't come to my house, or if you're a Muslim, you don't come to my house, or if you're a free thinker or a non-religious practitioner, you can't. I will not give you a space in my room. So that is not being fair. Because if you're fair, you talk about equality for people and for everybody that comes to your space, because they are paying you money to stay in your house temporarily. It's not even permanent. They are paying you. They are giving you money in exchange for the temporal accommodation they are getting from your own space. So it's really crazy down here in Lagos. I would say other states are fair, very, very fair than compared to the way it is in Lagos. So it's really crazy down here. I hope other ones that are actually listening to this program would actually understand that they actually know that I'm saying the truth, because other people are also listening to the show right now. So in case you're joining us, this is King and Queen Radios. This is King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station, and this is Monday Night Show. We're actually talking about the solutions and the problems in the society that affects everyone. That is, and then we're using Lagos, Nigeria as a point of reference. Landlord versus tenant situation in Lagos, and how is the situation in your own country, in your own state? How is it normally? You can call us 718-253-7273 and tell us how it is in your own state and in your own country. So we're still on the Monday Night Show.
Yeah, but not to mention the crocodile before the death.
Yeah.
On Thursday it happened, was tamed at the popular Desalu Palace in the Ibadan. And during his lifetime, it attracted so many tourists to the ancient city of Ibadan as a result of his uniqueness. When speaking about the mysterious crocodile, the head of the family and very respected chief in Ibadan, Chief Raufu Yusuf Detesolu Ayengu Olubadan, and it was brought to Ibejo Desalu in 1940 after the first one was bought by some white men. Since then it has been Desalu compound until it died.
Yeah, I'm glad that you have a story. You've heard a story of this. Like, this crocodile is somehow mysterious because it died at the age of 84. is actually the news of that crocodile spread it all over Nigeria, like all over the country. And the thing is, in Africa, there are sacred things there are some things we consider sacred. Like some places they will tell you don't kill a snake in Africa, especially in my own village. Like, it's very common in almost every cultures of Africa. You don't kill a python because some cultures believe it is the reincarnation of the ancestors, or the ancestors choose to use some of these things as like an avatar. I'll explain it more subsequently in the show. I'll explain it more in details. But this 84-year-old legendary crocodile in Dele Solu compound in Ibadan dies at the age of 84. So the man actually considered it as a pet. Now, another thing we need to understand is the city of Ibadan is an ancient city, one of the oldest cities in Nigeria, in Africa. The city of Ibadan has long been a favored destination for tourists, with Desolu's Palace standing out as a popular choice due to its many historical sites. That place is actually located in Oje community of Ibadan, which is in the northeastern part of Ibadan in Oyo State. Ibadan is the capital of Oyo State, So the palace is known for its unique practice of rearing crocodiles as pets. And just on the 28th, was it 2 days ago, the legendary one of the legendary crocodile there passed away at the age of 84. So now Chief Rafiu Yusufu Delosolu Ayegun Olu Ibadan, that's the head of the family and a respected chief in Ibadan, shared that the crocodile has been brought to Egbeju Delosolu in 1940, just like he said, which is true. And they actually said that after the first one was acquired by the white men, since then it has resided in the Lusolu compound. This one has not been purchased by the white, so it actually remained there and until its recent demise. So the chief actually explained that people from various backgrounds, including African countries and other visitors, white visitors, enjoy seeing and feeding the crocodile with different food. He mentioned that the crocodile had been around for 84 years, predating its own birth. So contrary to the speculation, Chief Rafiu clarified. He made some clarifications. Like, I don't want to be more details about this, but he was like, the crocodile was not worshipped. It was not worshipped as a deity by their ancestors, but instead it was treated as a cherished pet. So he actually reminisced about the times when the crocodile would venture out during the heavy rains, prompting a search by men in the compound to bring it back to safety. So they will have to go and look for it and bring it back. So while the family members mourn the loss of the crocodile, they are making arrangements for the for the burial and the rest of them. So these animals are actually, some people don't believe that Africans keep animals as pet. They only think it's the whites, or maybe in some countries but we Africans keep them as pets. So it's one of those things.
So many people calling in this morning. I know, folks, you all want to talk. Yes. AfricanReader@AOL.com, or you can write us on KingandQueenRadio.com. So many people calling this morning. I want to thank you all for calling. I know you want to talk about the crocodile, but I'm going to just give you a little history. Chief Raoul further explained that the white people from all walks of life, including African, love seeing.
Yes.
Love seeing and feeding it with all sorts of food.
Yeah, they do feed it, and the more for you to establish a good relationship with animals, give them food, you give them, and they would instantly recognize you. And crocodile, even though crocodile is more of like a carnivorous animal, not a herbivore, even though it can eat green leaves in severe cases where it's very hungry and there's no food, it can eat leaf, but most often it is a carnivorous animal. So, but even with the carnivorous features, it can still recognize humans. Like it can recognize its own feeder. So the first step of making and establishing a good relationship with such an animal, like carnivorous animals as such, it is good that you give them food. You give them food, maybe over some time. You can even give it a name, and after some time, you discover that it's responding to the name that you give it. So even it's good that we're actually giving it food like that. So it was the best way to have a relationship with some of these animals.
So what happened here? Everybody out there listening in Ibadan who loved it, this crocodile. Chief Raoul further explained that the white people from all walks of life loved it. So he says that he grew up with it as a pet. And it's about 84 years old. They only visit it every day to feed it and to be sure its well-being.
Yeah.
He said his father's the head of the family, stayed in the olden days before it was house, was accurately constructed. Crocodile used to crawl out whenever there was heavy rain, and men in the compound would now start searching for it. Yes. There was days when it was found in the muddy gutter very close to the palace at Oyo Ibadan compound, to be precise. It was later brought back to the house.
Yes.
So what we have to say here about the crocodile, it was very well respected.
Yes, and the way it's like because of the human relationship that was established for more than 50 years, 60 years, 70, 84 years, 84 years. It's not a joke. Like, this actually is living older than some humans. So for that years alone, I feel it is good for them to bury it in a proper way. And don't forget, let's have another example of a carnivorous animal having a good relationship with Africans. Look at the story of Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie had lions in the palace. The same thing, similar to this one having a crocodile. And the crocodile doesn't actually attack people in the palace, because it has actually is used to people coming to the palace. And then Haile Selassie too, I think king, as the former emperor of Ethiopia, was it one of the last emperor of Ethiopia? Now this man had lions in the temple. In the palace, where he sits, and the lions, one of the lions would be by his right, one of the lions would be by his left. And then sometimes they even go on a hunt. The stories has it that when Selassie was born, this lion, nobody knows where they came from. Some people see them as the gift from the gods, and so on and so forth. And so these lions were there. They will hunt, bring some of the hunts, or some of the game hunts. They meet the hunt from the forest. They will bring it to Selassie's mom, or they will bring it to Selassie's family. And so they were very close, and they were watching over the boy until Selassie became king. Those lions were still in the palace. And stories had it that the day Selassie died, that was when those lions left the palace. And even to today, if you see the inscription of King Selassie, you see lions by the left and by the right hand. The same thing if you go to Taraba State. There's a chief, there's a first class chief that died last year. He died at the age he died almost at the age of almost 100 years. He was the longest serving chief in Nigeria. He was the first class longest serving chief in Nigeria. His name is Baba Okuka. He died I was privileged to see the documentaries of some of his palace. There is a crocodile in the palace. There's an inscription even made of ivory, like a crocodile was designed with ivory, very expensive ivory, and it's there in the palace. And sometimes even with the statue some of the kings are holding, you see them with crocodiles or lions or the skin of a leopard. Maybe it would be used in the decoration of the palace, and then those things are sacred. And then but even though there are ones that kings do keep as pets, some of the animals are actually sacred in the palace. If it is outside, it's different, but if it is in the palace, it stays with the king and sometimes eats what the kings eat. So and they treat them with royalty like that. And so it was like most in most of the African culture, some of these animals are symbolic. Like if you see a lion, lion signifies kingship, like king of the palace, king of the jungle, and then the king is having a lion in the palace. So it's more of like a symbolic meaning. So the same thing with the crocodile. So these things are sometimes symbolic, and there are ones that keep as pet, and there are ones that are actually sacred. And then so it goes on and on like that.
He also said he ever reiterated that the crocodile is not good as being expectated by a lot of people. It's just a pet cherished by his forefathers, and the owners is on there to preserve this important heritage.
Yes.
And at this time of gathering this report of the members' family were grieving, and there's an ongoing burial arrangement in the dead reptile. It will be buried in the family compound.
Wow.
But there are still other tourist attractions in the family compound, and the community at large. There's also tendency of getting another pet in order to contribute preserving the heritage of their forefathers. He said several objects were seen on the ground in preparation for the burial of the crocodile.
Yeah, it's really great, and for them to honor what their parents or their fathers did, it's a great thing. And keeping another animal or pet in the palace also preserve that. It will soon become, it's almost like it will become a tradition, because it's more of like almost a century there's a gap of like a century, 100. The crocodile Idlud is like 84 years, and which means there's the difference between their parents and the present kings now is almost a century. So now maybe if they do that, and then it becomes part of the tradition of the people, because it becomes a norm. Like a king has to maybe have a pet, maybe as such, and keep them in the palace. And one thing to know, that the energy around that palace would tell that animal that this is a royal setting, so you don't mess around. And then with the royal treatment, the energy around that palace is going to tell these animals that this is a royal setting. And I don't know how these animals dictate these things, but they know they don't bite people that come to the palace. They don't do anything to people that come to the palace. They're just there to stay with the king there. So most often, I've seen it with my own eyes. Most often, if you go to some of these palaces, you see how those things are being kept there as pets. So it's really great. It's really great. And how are you guys doing? In case you're joining us, this is King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station. Let's take a little musical break, and then we come back and continue with the show. Enjoy some songs.
But here's how you lose in the ocean. Suppose fight together. I say for Jingy, my body. I mean for sweetie, my body. Girl, I need love. No go to shut down. We no go feed that bitch other. I say for sweetie, my body. Okay. You don't listen to me sometimes. Got me feeling like I'm just wasting my time. Pour me what I talk on my mind. Make I tell you ask me how the feelings like. Anytime I see you pass by, they do me like we could reconcile. I know I'm not really your guy, but I need you like I see when you life like I do care what happened to how I'm supposed to fight together. I say for Jingy, my body. I mean for sweetie, my body. Girl, I need love. I go feed that bitch other. I say for sweetie, my body. For sweetie, my body. I've been waiting for the day. They say not kill it could kill me. They say your body could kill me. But I just don't like to be lonely. Don't let's spend the night alone. Don't let's spend the night alone. Yeah. You sure you can be super bless me. I know. Girl, now your mata do me pass. Girl, me the mata no go gas. Run up on your body, do the dash. Girl, something when you guys know. Girl, I love your body, baby, pass, yeah. Play it on your body like piano. Baby girl, I love your body, pass, yeah. Oh. Girl, I go really make you wet. Girl, I go really make you sweat. Baby girl, I like your body dead. Girl, I go really make you wet. Girl, I go really make you wet. Girl, I go really make you sweat. Baby, wrap your legs around my neck. Girl, I can really make you drink. Baby, tell me how we got speed. I got many things if you ask me. But love me, don't make you rush me. I make we leave if we must leave. See this matter than they pass me. Pass many things for your love me. But love me, don't make you rush me. Have this night for your love if you ask me. Like yo, when you call up, make a day, I go do. Every day and every night, oh. Make we connect to the morning time. You did dance, I be spend down. Your body ginger. Call me your dogu spend down. As the DJ they spin on. For your love, spend my dirham. Girl, I go really make you wet. Girl, I go really make you sweat. Baby girl, I like your body dead. Girl, you the ginger me. I'ma go show my why. You they confuse me. You know damn, I love telling you the ginger me. Anytime, any day. You they confuse me. Girl, you the ginger me. I'ma go show my why. You they confuse me. You know damn, I love telling you the ginger me. Anytime, any day. You they confuse me. Oh yeah, party jollof. Jollof on the jet. That party jollof. Jollof on the jet. I can't get enough. Jollof on the jet. Funny boy, bust up my neck. Bakora fimbo mechi kali vile geto na kachakaza. Punya chaga boko nyubilio ya neno kunyamaza. Yeah, you turn good man to be bad man for your lover. Yeah, you wanna eat, I go give you cucumber and my cassava. Papa soft, kuna ke fast.
body go rest you. Your body go rest you. Your tongue go confess you. Your head go correct you. You know go forget you. So you get the concept. Then the dead person. You go learn your own lesson. Everybody keep on searching for miraculous blessing. You go back for the ghost you. If you don't know yourself, you go lost you. If you get the money, you be blessed you. I'm a nobody, only no apostle. Your body go rest you. I tell begin you. Your body go rest you. Your body go rest you. Your tongue go confess you. Your head go correct you. You know go forget you. So you get the concept. I go tell you watch out when you go. Watch out on the road. Watch out for them hyenas. Watch out when you go. Watch out on the road. Watch out. Look around and all the places you go to. Stand your ground and stay solid like Goku. Watch your back and just do what you're supposed to. Take care of a million people you're close to.
I'm in the mood to talk to you, waiting the worry you, now me and you. Today not today, when you go know me, Oh my life, you below to da, oh say perfume, calo nothing da. Cash kini e carry on fila. Get to glory, the buka jogo loba. Oh my life, you below to da, oh say perfume, calo nothing da. Cash kini e carry on fila. We the cruise ninu, party kajo magbadu. I'm a jaye, I'm a jaye. Yo bueno, dari awala. I'm a jaye, I'm a jaye. DJ tunes, know the dark devil, I don't my
What's up, my people? Welcome to the party. My name is DJ DJ Podmax.
2 seconds, everything done bust. The kind of love I get for you, now mad am I too cost. She asked me waiting I love for life, I said waiting no go touch us. Every day nigga see my mama smile, that make me the bump us. So color pico, color pico, go one B take a color pico, color pico, go one B take a color pico, color pico.
Yeah, in case you're joining us, this is King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station, and this is Monday Night Show. We're holding it down with the team, and of course, the boss and owner of King and Queen Radio herself in the panel, aka Sister Dobong, aka the #1 radio mama. You know, this Diddy situation that is still trending all over the world right now is it's really disturbing. It's really disturbing. I don't know how other people see this, but Diddy is still trending. And don't forget, I think 2 days ago, yesterday, we commemorate the death of rapper Nipsey Hussle that was shot and killed at the age of 33 in the United States. He was a hip-hop rapper. Nipsey Hussle died, was shot, was gone down, I don't know, due to some undisclosed reasons. I don't know what actually happened, but he was killed 5 years ago. So we remember Nipsey Hussle yesterday, and you know, it's really something that would not be forgotten. And also, back to why Puff Daddy is trending all over the world. And they said the feds have actually been chasing Sean Combs. Is it Sean Combs? Homes in Los Angeles and Miami as part of the criminal prop in New York. And they said some of the reasons why he's being chased by the federal agent is that he owned some properties that were actually reported, and the agents were authorized to search the properties by warrant issues in Manhattan Federal High Court. And then 3 women actually reported him. 3 women and 1 man have been interviewed in New York by the authorities in connection to a prop involving possible sex trafficking and sexual assault, the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms that are all related to Combs, and who is also known as Puff Daddy. So the raid comes a month after the music producer Rodney Leroy Jones sued Combs, claiming he was sexually harassed, drugged and threatened. So this actually came, and a lot of stories are beginning to come out because of Puff Daddy running away from the feds. A lot of things are coming out. A lot of things are coming out. So now federal agents raided his home in Los Angeles and Miami as part of a criminal probe based in the New York. And the U.S. Department of Homeland Security agents who raided his home properties were actually they were authorized to search them by warrants. You know, if anything, if there's an information, they work with information. They have an information and they have evidence, and then they raid your homes based on the security warrants they have. So the thing is, there's this sexual misconduct that was reported. A lot of people are coming out to say this guy has been sexually harassing people, from Justin Bieber to McMill to what do you call it, Burna Boy, including Burna Boy and other guys. That a lot of guys are coming out, and a lot of guys, Kelly, you know, they too many, that plenty of guys are coming out and be saying they were sexually assaulted. And a lot of stories are coming out, and it's I can understand how disgusting the situation is. So I'm not really concluding. I'm not concluding because we need to wait and hear from the side of Puff Daddy himself, because you know this is the other side of the coin, and we didn't see the other side of the coin. So it would not be good for us to just conclude matters like that. But the authorities are working on it, and I believe when the result comes out, I believe everybody will know the truth. The truth cannot be suppressed. You see, there's one thing with the truth. There's one thing with the truth. No matter how you try to bury it, it will find a way of coming back. It will find a way of coming back. No matter how you bury it. There's this African saying in Africa, say, "Mobobo nzinka, mobobo nzinka." Like it means no matter what you do, no matter what you do, and this is said in Ngas language. It says no matter how you bury the truth, it will find a way of reincarnating. It will come back in a form that you will never know. So I don't know. So many stories have been coming from the time of Tupac, from the time of Biggie. So many stories are now resurfacing back again because of Didi's situation. So I don't know. Whatever it is, we hope that it will not bring a problem to the black community, to the hip hop community, and the world at large. So a lot of things are going on for the proper channeling of messages. We will not say some nasty things over the air. No, we are giving updates, and we discuss issues and solutions to the problems of the society. In case you're joining us, this is King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station, and of course this is Monday Night Show. And don't forget, Very Dark Man has been released from prison. Very Dark Man was actually arrested some weeks ago by Tonto DK. Tonto DK actually reported him to the police, and he was arrested. And then Very Dark Man was released yesterday, and so it's really crazy. It's really crazy. And let's wait to hear from Very Dark Man, why he was arrested. Very Dark Man is from Edo State, and he's been trending in Nigeria. He's a human rights activist, and everybody knows him in Nigeria. So he has been released from prison, and then we wait for the case. And then for the dog that will be, for the crocodile that will be buried soon in Ibadan, I believe it's a honor, and so many people are going to be learning from that and how to honor the pets that has honored them for years.
So I guess what you have to say about this one, because this is
Yeah.
really something that the crocodile get a barrel of maybe even better than some human beings
Humans.
get.
Yeah.
And wow, that's a lot of things going on, a lot of barrel I heard. And I have a
Mm.
condolence going out to that DJ that out there that passed away.
Mm.
That's a sad story, Doc. Do you know about the DJ that passed away?
Yeah. Um, in some places, I don't know. In Africa, we don't really give much proper burial and funeral to animals like other countries do. But I've had a story about a dog that I think in the 19s or in the early 2000s, I think like some years ago, the dog, there was a time that the owner went for war or something and the owner didn't come back, and the dog waited for its owner for 6 years, Abi, almost 6 to 7 years. The dog waited for the owner for more than 5 to 6, 7, 8 years. I mean, that is no longer a dog. For me, the dog has actually, evolved to a human, because it has the ability to wait for the owner for not 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7, almost 8 years. That dog was honored the day it died. The dog was honored and was buried. And when after the dog was buried, it was given a statue in its honor. Like they made a statue. I think it's somewhere in the Southeast Asia. The dog was given a statue to honor that dog. They put the name and why the dog did that, and it becomes something sacred. Anything that is sacred is very of importance and has a significance in the lives of people, especially when it has a spiritual symbolic meaning or message to the lives of people. So looking at that, you can tell how people actually value the lives of these animals because of the relationship that has been established over the years. So that too, I don't really think is should be underestimated. So it's really crazy. So there were some also on the trending on Twitter right now, is still trending, some Nigerian soldiers that were killed in Delta State by some unknown gunmen were laid to rest yesterday. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. I don't know. They were killed. More than 15 army officers were killed. I don't know what actually transpired between the people or the unknown gunmen and the Nigerian army. Among those people, I don't know what actually transpired. But 15 army officers were killed. And it has become a problem for people in that particular community in Delta State because when the soldiers came, they were raiding homes. They were almost beating people up. Trying to make them to fish out. And so many people were arrested. There were some people that were arrested in connection to that killings. And I don't know how the situation is going to be, but it doesn't look like it's going to be okay unless that problem is solved and those people are fished out. It doesn't look like it's going to be okay, because there are actually innocent people that are involved and those people don't know anything about the killings, but then it has actually affected them. So if you're listening to our voices right now, if you're listening to this program, please do the right thing. Always do the right thing and stand by the truth. Even if people are not going to believe in anything you're doing and anything you do for yourself, for the community, for the people around you, just do it. Time is going to reveal how important you are. Time is going to reveal, because you don't have to indulge in so many things. I'm saying this because there are some rumors that came up that I don't know, was it some issues with the Nigerian army. Some of the community members were actually, I don't know, they were doing something. I don't know what actually happened, but we would love to wait for the clear report of the situation before we'll give out the complete feedback. We're going to drop it on our social media platforms. Please, if you want to be reading some of the updates we post constantly, we'll be posting documentaries, we'll be posting sport updates, we'll be posting news updates, I'll be posting fun facts on our pages to keep you entertained and of course getting knowledge as well. So you'll be getting educated and other informations because there are so many misinformations that are going on in the internet. But what we're giving on King and Queen Radio is legit from the sources, and we make serious research before we come up with our programs. We make serious arrangements and proper research approved by the federal government of Nigeria, and of course informations that are approved, that are not just on the news, but approved informations that are very really rich and good for the audience is what we present to the air. So we give information to everyone else, and of course our listeners out there. So in case you're joining us, like I said, this is King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station, and you keep enjoying the station because we will never let you down. So we have Pat Marks and his first lady in the studio with us. How are you guys doing? We want you to also have some say about some of the little discussions we're having in the studio right now. How are you guys doing?
Okay, listeners, good morning. This is yet another Monday, and you're listening to DJ Pat Max, and this is Monday Night Show with Sister Dobong, live on King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station.com, VIP 93.5 FM, and I have with me in the studio Lord Sunday, and I have with me my CEO Zina Palin. I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to be on this show this morning. And we're here talking about the trending news happening across the globe, Africa, Asia, Europe, America, and I'm happy you're on this show. I hope you enjoy the show, and I'm not alone. I have a guest here with me in the studio, and her name is Miss Promise. She's a citizen of Nigeria, and she's with me in the studio. She's gonna contribute with us, talking about the top trending stories, and I hope you enjoy this session.
Yes.
So, Miss Promise, welcome to King and Queen Radio. This is Monday Night Show, Sister Dobong. How are you doing? Please introduce yourself to your listeners.
Yeah, give us a proper introduction.
Thank you, DJ Pat Max, for this opportunity to be on this show. And a big shout out to Zena Palin, and a big shout out to Lord Sunday, and all the listeners of this great show. A big shout out to you. I'm Miss Promise, a CEO, a business owner, and also a citizen of Nigeria.
Okay.
We are here to make you know about the trending news happening all around the globe, and sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Okay. You've heard it all from Miss Promise. She's a CEO, business owner, a top business owner. And I want to ask you, Miss Promise, how do you feel, being on this great show this morning?
Yeah. It feels so good because, you get to tell the listeners out there what you feel about a particular thing, about what is happening. You get to share your views on what you think about a particular thing. So it feels too good to be on the show.
Yeah.
I know you've been one of our top listeners, King and Queen Radio. So how have you been enjoying the services, the whole documentary shows going on King and Queen Radio?
Yes.
How have you been enjoying? So you can also tell somebody who is listening to your sound of voice to keep listening to King and Queen Radio.
Oh yes, if you've not been listening to King and Queen Radio, you are missing a lot.
Yeah.
Because this is where you get to know all the happenings around the world. You get to see or you get to view exciting things. You get to know things about the music world, the entertaining world, the politics, culture, everything. So
yes.
You're out there, you've not been listening to King and Queen Radio, I urge you today to listen to King and Queen Radio, and you are not gonna regret it.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for recommending our listeners out there. So don't forget, this is King and Queen Radio, number one multicultural station around the world, and let's get down to business. So I've been seeing a lot of news. A lot of wars have been happening in different parts of Africa as a whole, and let me say in the world too. So what do you have to say about the insecurities happening? I know a lot of things have been happening in Nigeria, and let's say insecurity in Africa and around the world. Like, what do you have to say about that?
In terms of the insecurity in Nigeria, it's really crazy. And generally, if you look at the setting of how the country is, if nothing is going to thrive in general if there's no proper security. And for us to understand how this work, we need to understand that the government need to put in a lot of things in measure. Let's put in a lot of measures, security measures, in order for proper security to be established in this country, because social and economic activities can only thrive in an atmosphere of peace. So what do you think about that, Miss Promise?
Well, yeah. Like the government, they are putting all their best. They're trying.
Yes.
Yeah. And the insecurity part of everything, the government are putting all efforts, the force, the police, the army, the navy, and everyone, including communities. They're also putting great effort to make sure the insecurity in every aspect of Nigeria is being settled. There are some points where you couldn't work at night when it's like 10 and all that. You couldn't work and you just be at home and all that. But at this period, you could work freely, you're not scared, because you get to see different checkpoints at every angles. The police, they're putting more effort. The force, they're putting more effort. There's a search and stop. You come and they search you and you go. So the insecurity aspect has been settled. No case of being scared of anything and all that. And the government are really, really, really putting a work on it. Like when I mean the government are putting a work on it, they are really working very fine. The government are now working with the community heads, to work together with the youths also. There are also checkpoints inside all the villages and everywhere. Community heads are bringing our youth to stand up to do the search and stop. So insecurity is no longer an issue in Nigeria, because we are really, really working on it. Not only the government, even the citizens also. When you get to see some indecent movements, you go ahead and ask what's going on and all that. You don't really have to leave everything for the government, leave everything for the police and everything. Even the citizens themselves, they're working on the insecurity aspect of it. So kudos to the government, kudos to the militiamen, kudos to the force, and kudos to all citizens out there who are making sure that insecurity is not a threat in Nigeria.
Yes,
that's a great one there. I think some part of Nigeria, a lot of work have been done by the government, and they're trying to see what they can do, because I think, let's just say, the last few years we were having issues with insecurities. We have a lot of kidnapping and stuff, and I think the government is doing a good work, and I think it's helping the nation. It's helping the young ones too, and I can see the young ones, the crime rate and stealing and kidnapping has been reduced in the country. And big shout outs to the government for what they've been doing so far. And let's talk about the business. Since the increase of dollar rates, a lot of business people in Nigeria, they've been complaining on high rates of goods. People have been living from hand to mouth, and it's been a very, very worst scenario, worst time, worst period. The fuel and everything the prices have been doubled, tripled. So it's a very, very big issue for the business owners. And I think of this week, the dollar have been reduced to, I think, the rates of 1,218 naira, and people are still complaining. So what do you have to say about that? So what do you feel the government should do to make the whole nation, and especially the business people, do their business well and sell their goods and services well?
Okay, looking at this dollar rate situation, I wouldn't say that everything is moving very well like it used to, because even the dollar has actually gone down. The naira is appreciating against the dollar. The things that Nigerians are actually complaining that everything is expensive, they are still not. Even when the dollar is down, nothing reduces again. That is my problem with Nigeria. Nigerians will always be Nigerians. We use certain challenges as an advantage to take advantage of certain situations. And if we're going to be honest to ourselves, there's no way this country is going to be fixed if we don't say and do the right thing. So like they said, dollar is, if you go to buy anything now, they will say, dollar is up because everything we're consuming is being imported. Okay, fine, the dollar is down now. Why are you guys still selling a can of malt 500 naira? Why are you selling a cup of rice, a derica of rice to be more 5, 6, 7,000 naira? Why? Some places even sell it 10,000 naira. A bag of rice is almost 100,000 naira. A bag of rice is like almost $100. It's crazy. That's more than somebody's salary. So what you're earning is not really something. So my problem with Nigeria is they will complain the dollar is up. When the dollar is down, why wouldn't they reduce the thing? So it's crazy.
A good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the business world, it's a competition everywhere. Everyone is putting in their best to make sure the business stands out, both offline and online. So it's a big competition. Now, when it comes to the increase in price, doubling and everything, yes, what you get in the market today, the prices is not what you get tomorrow. And it really affects the business, because once your customers comes in, what you sell for them today is not the actual price you sell for them tomorrow. Now the increase of dollar makes business so hard for us to run. There's so many business personnel that are not able, to meet up to the standard, and most of them are closing up their businesses. As a CEO, it's hard, it's difficult, but we just have to, make our businesses stand out. Now, when you go to the market, you get to hear different prices from someone, you get to hear different prices from the next person. And funny enough, that most of our business personnel have old stocks, piled up in their store and everything. For them to make everything easy is just for them to, keep selling the old prices and everything. But just because of this increase in dollar and everything, and even the old stock, they get to sell it the new price and everything. So, with everything, it's been hard for us in the business world, but we just have to strive hard and everything. So all I would say to my co-CEOs and business owners is, we make everything so hard for ourselves. You have the old stock in your warehouse, then you sell them the old prices, not increasing them or making them the new price. It's when you get the new stock, you now sell the new price. But since you have the old stock, you don't make everything difficult, because there are many families who are not able to, get even the least thing in the house because of the prices and everything. And people are complaining of hunger and everything just because of this. So with this, I'm urging every business personnel to make things easy for us. We should not keep it in the hands of the government. We shouldn't complain about the government. We ourselves are the government, so we shouldn't rely on the government, on the hardship and everything. No, we are the one causing the hardship for ourselves. So I urge each and every business owners to make everything easy for every citizens in Nigeria.
That's a great one day. Big shout out to all the CEOs, business owner. You've heard it all from Miss Promise, and she's urging her colleagues in the field of business to help the country by also putting in consideration of trying to see how they could help the nation, the family who cannot afford things at the moment, because the hardship in the country is getting worse, and she's urging you guys to just contribute and see what you can do by trying to reduce the prices and make the goods go around to everybody. And I hope you guys are listening, and I hope you guys are going to do according to what she said, and you're going to try to see you can make changes to make the country better, because the government are also doing great work, putting things in order. It's not easy because these are new people in the office. They're trying to make sure they don't follow the footsteps of the old government. They're trying to make sure they're moving in a good direction that's going to favor both the men, the women, the child, and the youth. So let's just work hand in hand and push the whole economy and the whole Nigeria to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And having said this, and I really appreciate you, Miss Promise, for your time and your contribution to this great show, Morning Night Show with Sister Dobong. And I'm going to be leaving the whole show to my co-host, Lord Sunday.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed the whole discussion. And before we go, Miss Promise, what can you say to the listeners out there? Who are you giving shout outs to, and what can you say to King and Queen Radio?
Okay, yeah. I'm giving a big shout out to the CEO of King and Queen Radio, Zeno Palin. Yeah. I'm also giving a big shout out to the co-host of this great Monday night show, Lord Sunday, and to all the listeners of King and Queen Radio, and not forgetting DJ Batmax. I'm giving you a very big shout out for making the music world more entertaining and more okay for the listeners, and understanding for them to get to know more things about the music world. A big shout out to each and every one of you out there listening to this voice and listening to the voice of Zeno Palin, Lord Sunday, and DJ Batmax. Don't miss out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. I believe you guys having fun already, and I'm going to be leaving the show to the hands of my co-host, Lord Sunday. Yeah. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, we great, and we're honored to have both of you in the studio, and it's such a great moment to have you with this great discussions on security challenges, and of course the situations we have in Nigeria and the economic challenges and the rest of them. So ladies and gents, we come back and resume back to the music. Let's enjoy some songs, and then we come back and continue with the show. Stay with us.
I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want tonight. Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the killer, we go cool my mind. I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want. Say I go take, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I go take, I go take, I go take, la rote, till I go take, oh yeah, I go take. She done dey pay, oh yeah, she like it fast slowly. Sometimes she dey confuse me. Me never leave her lonely. And I dey turn up when she need me. She like Tojoro Mijo. She say she no want no man for me. So I dey give her what you need. Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the killer, we go cool my mind. I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want tonight. Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the killer, we go cool my mind. I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want. Say I go take, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I go take, I go take, I go take. La rote, till I go take, oh yeah, I go take. She done dey pay, oh yeah, another banger. How many dues do the boy don't pay? How many insult I go take? Trust your shit like I'm Jago. I've been like this straight from the get-go. I know they take, I see lose bad. If you miss your show, you know see me, I go take. I'm up my money cause I promote a desperate. Me gonna no vest, and my money be my money. My money, my gun, be the people I red. Oh, my I red for the green, that's the yellow. Some call me Ivy, some call me Holo. Keep who I really be on a low. Day and night, so my guys, they hustle. Every penny they touching my circle. I dey bless my ups, make them restless on schedule. Them say I be troublemaker. I go disturb everybody. Leave me, make I do my own. Nobody don't judge me. Make use every reason. You better say you know from me nobody. I go still pass everybody, even though say we not use extra.
Koroba, I dey Bakuruba. You better relocate, I dey come closer. Even if in a red, I go tackle. Baby, na text, you go text. Come over with me, I know they talk, but try me first. Better save your money, this game no be by best friend. For my first line since I was 17, you know steady grinding. Nothing when you go show me, we go really surprise me. I'm a many my gun, the people I read, oh my I read for the queen, I see yellow. Some call me hybrid, some call me holo. Keep who I really be on a low. Day and night, some of guys they hustle.
I need no bathroom no carry me for mine. I start breathing in my blood. Nowadays. Tell them what they like to hear. Each of them as they see me. And you, Papa Chupole, move a devil. Papa Chupole, move a devil. Papa Chupole, move a devil. Papa Chupole, devil. Papa Chupole, devil. You don't go tire me. Nothing will never see. Nothing fantasy. Messi Copa Ucope. Hola, finally I'm a If I just say I complain, when I'm rocking your body. Saw me coming from a long range, and that's always I love it. Anytime you call me, I'm early. I've been since early. Share you. Papa Chupole,
cause you are my body, you are my soul, you are my better half, you are my all, you are my comfort, you are my home, oh my, you and I know, see I know feel love you on my own, I mean I just see you with my eyes closed, oh my, baby Jalo Shire, London, Paris, Germany, baby. If you wear anything, baby, if you wear shoe, wear clothes, I get it. So when I see for my baby, Mercedes for my baby, I go pay the bills, no baby, anything, cause you are my body, you are my soul, you are my better half, you are my all, you are my comfort, you are my home, oh my, you and I know, see I know feel love you on my own, I mean I just see you with my eyes closed, oh my.
Feel it. My oh baby, I still be.
You live in my head, you know parents, you killing me slow. Chop on my sweat, I no regret, killing me all. I carry your matter for head, like saying I bone straight. Shit, you know.
If you no grip, you go die. Say I fit it without you, baby, not lie. If now waiting money go back, the day gone, I don't like to take book. Make me come like bread and butter, for better, for worse, any rain, any weather. Don't throw your panic, your job, but to the special fish in the river. Every time we link up, I pray to Jesus, cause I know you are the one for me. Vibrate on no calibrate, teach my body when you put your hands on me. Baby, go answer me. My love go funny. My baby, you're welcome.
You live in my head, you know parents, you killing me slow. Chop on my sweat, I no regret, killing me all. I carry your matter for head, like saying I bone straight. Shit, you know.
Kilometers. I I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teachers. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. But this sweet happy yellow my pitas. Oh, Doguni Misha, show you the confirm for your speaker. This time I call traffic for assistance. Show we they blow your mind, Afghanistan. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. Not this sweet happy yellow my pitas. When you come make I give you the gist. When's the last time somebody did it like this? Too much ice on my bumper clap wrist. That's why everybody hating on me like Chris. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. People think I be Johnny just come. Like I just got pushed, like my money just come. Send them back to where they come from. But talking like the product of a torn condom. Southside me come from, me no care, my brother. One side, sit down for one chair, my brother. Come try, me will make you disappear, my brother. Long time it takes to reach here, my brother.
I be their godfather, and me gon' go no other. Make you no go just for my house. We dey shock, we dey ball like a hot water. Free, trees, me go fuck up una. I got the keys to the city, we go lock up una. Enemies won, but we over them. They can't try we are more than when we fall out. Love to paper, when we fall out. All of my guys say you know say them be ballers. Love you, $30 billion. I like the way you move it for me, girl. The trouble when they sleep now you define. Tonight I say na me and you go jam. After the concert, girl we go contact shit. No more, keep up, can't stop. Oh, singer, yeah, bad man, killer. Some move, some rock, some sip liquor. Move, you quick, keep up, girl, jazz, drop, quicker. Make a dance couple times, girl, I take my picture. I make me fuck up in ya. Chief.
Don't forget to tune in daily to WVIP 93.5 FM daily, and known as SisterDobong.com. There you can purchase all of the prayers and lucky numbers, horoscope, and anything that we have there. You will definitely want to go there and pick it up, because it may be something going on in your life right now that you're really need some help with and you don't know what to do. And instead of spending all this outrageous money, you can simply go there on WVIP 935.FM and known as SisterDobong.com and get your lucky numbers, your horoscope, and whatever else you need. And you know you can always write me an African Reader at AOL.com. That's AFRICANREADER at AOL.com. That's African Reader at AOL.com. So make sure you want to call me if any changes, any problems you're going through, a situation going through in your life. There's just so much going on with so many people out there, and I do understand you're having problems. Do write me and call me. And if you want to, you know, we got the dance parade going on a lot, and we're going to get the artists up on Billboard and make sure we get them on the float this year. So all our artists, which we have 7 artists, I want you to give the artists and all of their names and about them to the audience out there so they can go on King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com or WVIP 935.FM and be able to go to the GoFund and be able to send us something to help us to promote the artists along the way in New York City. So we're looking forward for, even if you send $1, 15 cents, 20 cents, whatever you send is something. So go on directly on the pages on GoFund and see what you can send us, okay? And continue supporting our program, and that's every Monday night in America from 8 to 12, and you know our Nigerian time starts from 12 to 2 a.m., which is 5 a.m. to 7
So we want you to join us each and every week. And want to thank all those people from different parts of the world. That's Mexico and all the different places, and everybody was excited about the song you played last week, the Mexican song, and that was one of the popular songs, and it was very well received. So I want to thank you all out there who's joining in, listening to us daily, Brazil, all the countries out there, Switzerland, and everybody enjoying our African culture intertwined with different cultures. We're a multicultural radio station. We want you to continue supporting our station and making sure everything is working out fine. And we'll be very delighted to have your business on here and to give you an interview. You just get in touch with us. We're going to give you an interview and talk about your business and talk about what's going on. So we need your support at all times. So if you have any way you want your business to be supported, get in touch with us. And again, you can write us on kingandqueenradio.com, brooklynstation.com, or simply African Reader, AFRICANREADER at AOL.com. That's African Reader at AOL.com. So we can simply get everything going the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, and of course, to give a little head count of the list of all our artists, we have Jolly Boy, we have David Brown, we have Smoke's Kitchen, we have DJ Pat Max himself, we have Chris Dean, we have the new guy Everly Soul, Boy Wire, and of course the new promoter Samuel. And the artist, one of the artists just dropped a new song, Trigger Fire dropped another fire. And then, you know, one thing about Trigger Fire is that these guys are actually amazing, and you know, they're dropping very good songs that are actually very meaningful and, you know, very, very enjoyable and powerful songs, you know. So he calls that one Grace. I'm going to be playing the song right now. He called it Grace, and you know, a new song, he called it Grace, produced by Shanty Beat. And so Trigger Fire is up and doing 2024. We need new songs. Keep working, guys. And if you want to promote our artists, you just stream their songs. We share their links. On our social media platforms. Our Facebook, you share the links. You stream their songs. It's going a long way in supporting them. And now, guys, this is Trigger Fire. He calls this one Grace.
Yo, quick far. We know I see somebody them waste man, you understand, sir? Although we put in the works from Monday, Sunday, now I take no break, man. You watch now. Yeah. Egbena momo, in a dance hall, I jam me momo, boy. Egbena momo, cause in a dance hall, I jam me momo. If I tell you what I'm been to a one, so sabi I say a man that's a tired before. Bomb still not for really never went. My friend them a call me a fool. Hey, never know say me a go end up in a your school. Me tell them say, hey, just by grace. Me made the bad mind them a go insane, yeah, just by grace. Cause me made the bad mind them a go insane, yeah. Ah, the glory, yeah. Blessing a flow like a river Jordan. You say me pull up in a Benz and go over, and I give thanks and praise. Charge all over. Now watch another one a bad song we a go sing for. Oh. Yo, Scanty, big up when you say. Yo, big up how tell me say big up when you say. All of me tell me say big up when you say. Watch out. Hey. We no want to listen to no dirty baker. Hey. Watch out. Me try if you find out me can't get no pay. Some man are hard and no other than every day. Only per man tears man cry every day. Cry every day. I coulda see some next man make it in a life that make me happy. Coulda see some me friend and pass the earth that make me happy. H-I-P-P-Y H-A-P-P-Y And I'm so fucking happy, yo. So fucking happy, yo. Yeah, let me say just by grace. Yeah, let me say just by grace. Just by grace. And the bad mind, them a go insane. Yo, watch out now. 2024, me chant up for me a song and I was like, yo. Man drop from school and I feel like say, hey. Lyrics pan lyrics. Words pan words. Yo, big up my team, them and all the family, and I said that in a clip from day one. Yo, Sydney. All the rest of the team in the can merge the name, son them, you know. But I said just by grace. No, God they have those who have themselves. So brother, go on and put in the works. You see me? Watch out now. Look out for your set, sir. Blood clot.
I'm missing you, baby, come home. You want me make it happen, baby, I know. Want me to keep you happy, baby, I know. Penthouse, condo, gonna one, I'm a piano. You want me make it happen, baby, I know. I'm here to make you smile when you feel low. Happiness, everythingness. My life, no stress. Fine boy, no ex. Happiness, it's a feeling. Your life, no stress.
Baba God, èmi náà fẹ́ wá rẹ́ǹjì. Dangote olórí méjì, na bẹ́gàdì bẹ́gì. Ọlọ́run ọ̀run, èmi náà fẹ́ wá bẹ́ntì. Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá olórí méjì, na bẹ́gàdì bẹ́gì. Àfẹ́yànà, I don't go wedding tire. Many Saturdays don't pass, and I never marry. Olúwa provide boo. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ mi ń kọ́lé, wọ́n bí mọ́lẹ́mọ́ o. Èmi náà fẹ́ yayọ̀, Olúwa dá mi lóhùn o. Màmá jẹ́ kẹ́nìbọ́dì béèrè pé bó lọ́lọ́run mi wà o. No put me to shame o. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ bàbá, answer my call o. Màmá jẹ́ kẹ́nìbọ́dì rí tèmi wí, kọ́ má rí tèmi sọ o. Àlùkò fi wò ó. Answer my call o. Bàbá God o, èmi náà fẹ́ wá rẹ́ǹjì o. Dangote olórí méjì, na bẹ́gàdì bẹ́gì o. Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀, èmi náà fẹ́ wá bẹ́ntì. Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá olórí méjì, na bẹ́gàdì bẹ́gì o. Oya na 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 na, oya na 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 na, oya na 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 na. Answer my call yo. They call me workaholic yo. My hustle pure, no be small. I dey pray to make am. Olúwa answer on time o. Now you get all the money. Ẹ mọ̀ pé olówó láyé mọ́ o. Baba don't leave me hanging. Olúwa answer my call yo. Mama jẹ́ kẹ́nìbọ́dì béèrè pé bó lọ́lọ́run mi wà o. No put me to shame o. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ bàbá answer my call yo. Mama jẹ́ kẹ́nìbọ́dì rí tèmi wí, kọ́ má rí tèmi sọ o. Àlùkò fi wò ó. Answer my call yo. Baba God o, èmi náà fẹ́ wá rẹ́ǹjì. Dangote olórí méjì.
Mo tún ti dé láti dàgbòrú òṣè mi wé bí wèrè ó yá gàù ó gàù. You know they see say I just shot pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Dem talk say no be me be HIM okay na you go come tell me now o now. Make humility no go turn me malu because if I talk one they go wan swallow me yeah. Share one good, share one bad, share one real, share one fake. Me I no do again. We have seen wins that they want shallow we say. They want to bully me or more I don't do. Talk my shit right up your face, me I know the shit. I don't do too much of these and choose right now. I can put you on D&D. Keep your eyes shut on me because I get a sick move around me when you fit in the for D&D. I get work out with the security because I shot you one shakabula inside my TLD. Oh, so I'm being Baba one. It's about me, my confidence, no rely on any number one. Too many soloists, when I go, they call me Solomon. You say she gone because it's a busy.
Okay, we want to talk about the minister urges NASS, and Lot, tell us what you know concerning what's going on with the bridge.
Okay, then President Tinubu actually gave an update on some of the Nigerian ministers of the National Assembly in Abuja. There's a restriction on some of the Nigerian ministers. They cannot travel outside of Nigeria again. They cannot take any property of Nigerian government and invest it outside again. So I think this policy is probably going to work, because this is the first time a president is implementing such policies on the ministers of this country. Because back in the days, all they do is they just manipulate the constitution in their own favor. They just manipulate the constitution in their own favor. So everything they do it in a way that the government is not going to penalize them, because they change the laws themselves in order to suit them. So the president has actually created and changed that policy and said, no, nobody's going to travel out of this country again. The citizens are free to travel, but once you're a minister of this country, you can't travel again until the ban has been lifted. So the only thing that I seem that is truly still giving us problem is that the issue of making transactions in Nigeria is still being affected, because everything we're doing in this country is not actually showing that we're progressing. It's not actually showing progress, because everything we're doing is it's not coming out more positive like it was back in the days. So the Nigerian ministers have seriously been dealt with. I think this policy is going to limit some of the bad things they've been doing. So far so good. We pray that this works, and when it does, I believe it's going to be for the good of everyone in this country. So God help us all.
Well, the Minister of Work, Senator Dave Umahi, on Friday charged the National Assembly to declare a state of emergency on the Third Mainland and Carter Bridge in Lagos State. The state of emergency will facilitate, expedite repairs of the bridge and stave off potential disaster. The minister declared during a facility tour of key infrastructure project in Lagos State. So that's something that you need to stay away from that bridge in the meantime. And another thing going on here now in Lagos, so many people is trying to call in. Do wait. Okay, give us some information on that.
Yeah, the thing is, the Third Mainland Bridge is the main bridge. You know it very well. It's the main bridge that is connecting the mainland from the island. The island is actually where the big men are staying. In Nigeria, we call them the big men. So it's more of like the main New York City. So the mainland is more of like the projects. So the mainland is like the project. The island is where the big men are staying. So that's where the beach is. That's where the water side is. That's where all the side attractions and tourism aspect is. But it doesn't mean this place is more of like a ghetto. No, it's just it's more of like in terms of comparison. But the Third Mainland Bridge is what is connecting the two sides of Lagos together. So that bridge was constructed then by the administration of Babangida, Ibrahim Babangida, IBB administration in the 70s. I mean in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. I think the bridge was constructed by Julius Berger Construction Company back in the 60s or 70s. So I think 70s, either is the 60s, 70s or 80s, but it was constructed in like 30, 40 years ago, or even 50 years ago. So that bridge has been serving Nigerians for a very long time, and recently they have discovered that some of those places are actually cracking, and they need to work on the bridge, because if anything happens to that bridge, there's going to be a problem in Lagos. So I think that is what the minister Dave Umahi did was that, like, he's trying to call a state of emergency, that nobody should use that bridge for now until the checking and construction is actually done, to make sure that everything is safe. Because if anything is not safe, everybody will drive down to the water. You just jump into that Atlantic Ocean, bam. So we don't want that to happen, because it's going to be catastrophic. It's going to be so disastrous that if it happens, it's not a good thing at all. It won't be a good thing at all. So I don't really, I think this is a very patriotic move for a minister like that to come out and say such a thing. I think he cares for the lives of people, because right now you cannot go, you cannot pass through the Third Mainland Bridge. You either follow through Otedola Bridge, or you pass through Yanoworo, or you pass through you pass through what is this called, Ijora. You pass through Ijora you pass through Maryland before you go to the other side of Lagos. Maybe before you go to Victoria Island. So there are actually two roads that will lead. It's either you pass through the water, because there are people that actually pass through water. You pass through Ikorodu side, you use water, and then you come out through VI. But if you have a lot of luggages and things that you're carrying, you might have to follow through Ijora site. That is the other side. You don't have to go through the center. The center is the main bridge. Third Mainland Bridge is the major bridge that's connecting island and mainland. So now that it's under construction, is under checking, is to make sure checking to make sure that the bridge is okay. Nobody is using that bridge for now. So this has caused a lot of traffic in the whole of Lagos as we speak right now. Some people are no longer going to work as early as 6 a.m. again. People are going at 5 a.m. in the morning in order to catch up with the traffic. So if you find yourself in that situation, please don't kill yourself. Always know the proper routes to follow. It's either you use the water side, you go through VI, Victoria Island, you go to Obalande, you go to Ikoyi, or you pass through what's it called? Yes, you pass through Ijora, the other side. You don't have to follow straight. You can pass through Yaba as well. Pass through Ojuelegba, pass through Surulere, Yaba. You go through Ijora, then you go to wherever destination you're going to. So, ladies and gents, it has always been like that. Let's take precautionary measures and always stay on the right path. You know how it is. So let's have time for some horoscopes.
Well, we want to thank each and everyone that's every week with us, joining us. We love you all. We really appreciate it, each and every one. Okay, Cancer, this is the time for you to focus on your energy of getting things done. Focus on fixing your surroundings and dealing with people appropriately. Virgo, this is the moment for you to have strength to overcome all negativity in your life by helping others, seeking out people who need help, especially the old and the people who's handicapped. Do help them and you'll get a blessing. Scorpio, this is the moment for you to try to get to know the one you love and be with that person and treat them kind and be able to be happy with the person instead of listening to what other people are telling you. For further more information, go to sisterdobong.com and get more information, which is WVIP 935.5 FM. That's 935.FM. So go and check it out. Okay, so many people out there, so many people listening to the program. Again, we want to give thanks. And don't forget my show Monday night. I'll be waiting for you folks out there to listen to me. And if I didn't get to you, didn't call you, and who all got birthdays out there, happy birthday. And again, season's greetings out there who all are celebrating. And the celebration go on here in Nigeria a couple of days, not like America, it goes on. And I know you're celebrating right now listening to this program. So I'm going to leave it up to the team here. Shout out to everybody on the team, all my artists. Happy holiday. And who's Juma, celebrating Juma, big up to them as well. That's every Friday. Big up to the whole positive out there. And I'm going to leave it from here and go on to let you carry on the show.
Yeah, of course. Let's enjoy. I have this song by John Bellion. It's one of my best songs, and I want to dedicate this to all people who like good music out there, and and especially for people who have been listening to King and Queen Radio. Let's take this one from John Bellion. He calls this one All Time Low, Low, Low.
I was the knight in shining armor in your movie. Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now. I'm a ghost, I call your name, you look right through me. You're the reason I'm alone and masturbate. I've been trying to fix my pride, but that shit's broken. That shit's broken. Lie, 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 I tried to hide, but now you know it. That I'm at an all-time I was the prototype, like 3 stacks on that CD. An example of the perfect candidate now. All your girlfriends say that you don't want to see me. You're the reason that I just can't concentrate. I've been trying to fix my pride, but that shit's broken. That shit's broken. Lie, 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 I tried to hide, but now you know it. That I'm at an all-time I've been trying to fix my pride, but that shit's broken. That shit's broken. Lie, 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 I try to hide, but now you know it. That I'm at an all-time low, 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 low. Low, 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 low. Try to hide, but now you know I'm at an all-time.
Yes. In case you just joined, this is King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station, and of course, that was John Bellion with All Time Low. So, in case we've come to the end of today's episode of the Monday Night Show. And we will see you same time again, same station next week. And enjoy all the good music. Don't forget, in case you want to be sponsored, if you want to be one of our sponsors on King and Queen Radio and Monday Night Show, just send us a message. Call us on 718-253-7273. Send us a message at africanreader@aol.com, and we'll be able to respond to all the messages you sending us. And then, of course, share our pages, share a like, and of course, promote our artists, of course, especially during this parade. I will be glad to be always be there for you. So don't forget, King and Queen Radio is always updated. 24 hours music non-stop for your listening pleasures. Enjoy. How was the Easter celebration all the way? We wish you all the best, and we will see you again same time, same station next week. Enjoy. Goodbye.
That booty look like a place they told me not to go. They told me not to go. They told me not to go. All my things you go give me, I want to do. Now put it down, load it, devil king, push it through. Now put it down, load it, devil king, push it through. I'ma shoot it, push it through.
Come up by me so, she be multi so quick, come up by me show. I'm a pass on me gon' rubber kibo. If I love my bad fee, me or rubber kibo. Me o ba o, oni mo mbo. Mo sáré fo friends kan tó yọjú. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó tẹ́tí ẹ kó gbọ́. Ẹ ṣe ta sí mi mo gbọ́ wa. Ṣé gbọ́ o? Anybody we go try me, go ara kọ mi bó ṣe ń wò mí, ó dé wà. Tó bá débi wọ́n máa gbá ẹ lójú bó ṣe wà. Débi títorí náà. Àní wọ́n bẹ́, má dá wọn lóhùn wọ́n bẹ́. Tọ́ba rí mi lò, mo ń ṣáná mo ń dán. Tọ́ba tó mo wá lórí street, wọ́n á bá mi níbẹ̀. Papa bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mi. Oye bẹ́ẹ̀ papa, tell me how you like it now. Show me how you want it.
Yeah, say wine for me. For a goodie, papa, bend for me. For a goodie, papa, tell me how you like it now. Show me how you want it now. Turn me up now. Anything for my baby. Girl, you when you make my brain just keep it. Oh baby, I do. Yeah, I do. Anything for my baby. Girl, you make my brain just keep it. Baby, I do. Girl, come and tell my motto. Wine for me. Oh baby, give me that. Sit down on it, scratch you like a Jimmy Jack. Go down, wine for papito. Baby, come bend on the moto. Anything for my baby. Girl, you when you make my brain just keep it. Oh baby, I do. Girl, come and tell my motto. Yeah. Anything for my baby. Girl, you make my brain just keep it. I do. Girl, come and tell my motto. Oh baby girl, I love your boso. The way you whine, I want the boso. I'm international, I'm in the local. Tonight I wanna fuck somebody that I'm a sing. Me no need no validation. Me pop champagne, me no need no validation. Me anytime me come, them must stand the tight tension. Me step in the place, me steady vibration. Me sing. Anything for my baby. Girl, you when you make my brain just keep it. Oh baby, I do. Girl, come and tell my motto. Yeah. Anything for my baby. Girl, you make my brain just keep it. I do. Girl, come and tell my motto. Wait for me. Oh, you goody papa, for me. Oh, you goody papa. Tell me how you like it now. Show me how you want it. I give it to you.
You don't make it easy, rara. To stay away from Yawa. Shiba, girl, you make me sinner. Shiba, no make me pull the trigger. Never say never, no I can do whatever. For Shiba, be mine. Don't wanna be so loser, no. Drunk on your potion, can feel my lips burning, losing composure. Can feel my face drowning, seems so irrational. Ready to risk it all. If I can't have you, nobody can. Tell me how can I get my mind off you? Oh Shiba, I cannot take my hands off you. Tell me how I cannot get my eyes off you. Oh, yeah. Shiba, girl, you make me sinner. Shiba, no make me pull the trigger. Never say never, no I can do whatever. Shiba, be mine. Don't wanna be so loser.
I'm gonna give you a motor.
And everything I want, I'm more. I do your door and I no go come out. My medicine, my paracetamol. Baby, on God, no go jadi sitamo. Kilo one so, see my antenna, get it done scatter. More I wanna know your paro. See my wella, get it done red. Jig. Only if you do me da. And I no go fit deny ya. Kilo one so, see my antenna, get it done.
now. Any money more. On your mark, sex, baby, let's go. Get your body be the coco, money, choco, body banco. Oh, yeah, give me company. Talo just see me. I be over you go by the just see me. Kilo back, gone, shit, I'm mentally. I know they can't believe. Amy, you let me know. You. I'm calling you, I'm on toad. I'm just getting money. Tryna get you out the country. Kilo what's up? See my medulla, so you don't scatter. Me, I wanna know your popsy. See my eye, well, I get it on red.
Only if you do me da-da. And I don't go for deny ya. You know what, so see my right penna, get it done scatter. I wanna know your barrow. See my right wella, get it done red. You want the flavor
Color your brocodo, look at this locodo. Body they throw me like a bono. Body they rise in my tono. I say color your brocodo, look at this locodo. Jelly they boss in my cololo. Jamaica salute your komodo. Jelly fi balance Diego, I give you paper. No go do me Diego, my Maradona. Jelly fall up your sueto, na mafariza. Jelly your back keep it neto, and I go follow your Cresco. Sunday down the Cresco, pay for your waist, and I go pay for your lace. A day for your waist, Sunday down the Cresco, pay for your waist, I go pay for your lace. Hey, I still get for your colors. Don't do me like this, oh yeah.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio.
Cause I don't dey wait, oh. I don't dey wait, see, so yeah. And I still dey pray, oh. I still dey pray, oh yeah. Oh, don't know. Oh, my ego now for you.
Oh, my ego for you.
Oh, my rabba now for you, yeah.
Oh, my rabba for you.
Go, me now for you, yeah.
Okay, for you.
All the motor for my garage for you, yeah.
All the motor in the garage for you, yeah.
Oh, my ego now for you.
Ego now for you, yeah.
Oh, my rabba now for you, yeah.
Oh, my rabba now for you, yeah.
Go, me now for you, yeah. All the motor for my garage for you, yeah.
All the motor for the garage for you. OBO, Adele. That's really for you. For the best for you. I put my life on the line for you. Nobody else got you. Baby, boo. You don't say you be my boo. If I'm not leaving you, baby, I be fool. Baby, I be fool. Say I want to show you my world, girl. I say I'm not gonna do you right. Do you? I want to show you my world.
Cause all my ego.
And I've been living fast life, but I see it in slow. Oh no, and you see my lifestyle, I got G's in the turbo. See many people there outside where they feed man's oboe. Oh no, and me I stand the defender like Joseph Yobo.
Sister Dobong is an African spiritual reader and fortune teller who specializes on horoscope, fortune telling, psychic readings, and spiritual guides. With over 30 years of experience, she has been touching lives positively, bringing hope to the broken, healings to the depressed, and answers to the questions about nature. You can call Sister Dobong on 718-253-7273. The number again, 718-253-7273. Or you can also come to 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn in New York. 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, Namakamboe. Oh, Namakamboe. Oh, Namakamboe.
No fight left, or so it seems.
Ever felt that you're being kept down, but don't have a clue of what's happening to you? Loved ones gone, about to lose your job too. Career in shambles, business in a brambles. Living with a whole lot of tension because you're so broke you can't even pay attention. Got an immigration issue and you've got to go to court too. You don't have a clue what's happening to you. It's time you call world-renowned spiritual healer advisor Sister Dobong.
You need to seek Sister Dobong and find out what's going on in your life. So if you got troubles in your life and you're upset, you need to call me your number one Sister Dobong. And I tell you, I'm the true African. You are listening to me now for a reason.
Jot this number down. 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. Call now. You may be a skeptic, but if your life is not what it should be, what have you got to lose? Make something work for you. It's time you do. Call Sister Dobong and let she do what she do. You can call it obey, call it what you may, but in a hot drop, she put you back on top. Call now. 718-253-7273. Call now. 718-253-7273. Sister